English learners, and welcome to another episode of English Lessons with Grammar Man on the beach. Today I'm coming to you from beautiful Cottesloe Beach in Western Australia, and I'll tell you what, I'm looking forward to getting in that water. So let's get this lesson underway so Grammar Man can go for a swim. In this video I want to talk about adjectives. Many adjectives can end in either ed or ing. They have different meanings and are often confused. For example, when do we use I'm embarrassed or I'm embarrassing? He was worried, he was worrying, or she was disgusted, she was disgusting. All these phrases are correct, but they must be used in the correct context. I'll explain it for you. It is very important to know the difference. If you mix these adjectives up, it will be very confusing for native speakers to understand you, and you may even mean something completely different to what you say. The rule is we use ed adjectives to describe an emotion, how a person or an animal feels. Very important to remember, ed only with a person or an animal. Conversely, we use ing to describe the person or the thing or situation that produces the feeling. Okay, that is the only rule, but I'll explain it with some examples. Okay, example number one. The children were very excited when they got to open their presents. Not the children were very exciting. We are describing how the children felt, how they felt, so we must use ed. Another example, he was very tired after his long flight. This means he felt tired. He felt tired because ed is for how you felt, how you feel. Okay, another example. I'm never going to that restaurant again. The food was disgusting. Not the food was disgusted. We're describing the thing that produces the feeling, so we must use ing. The food was disgusting. I was disgusted with the food. I'll give you one more example because I want to make this absolutely crystal clear. She is so boring. This means that she is a boring person. Maybe she lives in her parents' basement, collects stamps and doesn't talk much. She is so boring. If you spend time with her, you will be bored. You will feel bored. If we said she is so bored, this means something completely different. So this is how we can get mixed up with these two types of adjectives. If we said she is so bored, it means she feels bored. Okay, kids often say this, I'm bored. They want to go somewhere or do something. They feel bored. And that's basically it. That's the golden rule there, everybody. ed, how a person feels. A trick to remember, to help you remember this sentence, it's a bit of a funny trick, but it works for a lot of my students. Fred feels bored. Okay, Fred, F-R-E-D, has ed in it, and it tells you how a person feels. Fred feels bored. Simple trick. It works for all my students, so give that a go, guys. And remember, the ing is the personal situation that produces the feeling. Now, there are many instances when it would not be grammatically correct to use both forms of the word. For example, you could not say the book is interested, because the book is not a person or an animal. It has no feelings. You would say the book is interesting. It produces the feeling. I am interested in the book because it is interesting. When we are talking about people or animals though, we can often use either ing or ed, but the meaning will completely change, so we have to be very careful. For example, what would it mean if I said, I was really boring at the meeting? If we say this, it means that I was in a meeting and I don't think I did a very good job. I made the other people feel bored. I produced the feeling. Alrighty, so let's try a few examples to check that you are 100% clear on this simple rule. For each sentence, decide whether the sentence is grammatically correct or incorrect. My wife got very drunk at the Christmas party. It was very embarrassed. Is this sentence correct or incorrect? Have a think. Okay, this sentence is incorrect because it is not a person or an animal, so we can't use ed. We would say, my wife got very drunk at the Christmas party. It was very embarrassing, because we are describing the situation. Another example. Have a think if this one is correct or incorrect. My wife got very drunk at the Christmas party. I was very embarrassed. Okay, this one is correct because we use ed and we're describing how I felt. My wife got very drunk at the Christmas party. I was so embarrassed. And that's basically it, guys. It's a nice simple rule. Now that you know the rule, it should be quite easy to determine whether to use the ed adjective or the ing adjective. As always, be sure to click the big red subscribe button if you got some value out of that video. Add comments in the comment section, any videos you want me to make, and I'll make them for you. And as always, most importantly, have a fantastic day. Cheers!